In today's video, I want to share with you my entire cryptocurrency portfolio. What are the coins that I'm holding? What percentages of those coins are in my portfolio? And what are my plans for these coins? All of that and more in today's video. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If that is a topic that you like staying up to date with what's happening in the crypto, you like learning more about crypto, whack on that thumbs up button to let me and YouTube know that you do appreciate this kind of content. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report. Every week I am sharing my portfolio updates as well as my new strategies, my newest investments. Also, we do altcoin reviews, DeFi tutorials, token sale updates, new airdrops, new NFT mints, and much, much more. You can sign up using the link down below for free to get started off. Now let's go ahead and get into this topic. So here are the big overview, I suppose, the coins that I'm holding in my portfolio. And let me just take myself off of the screen here so we can have a better view at that. 33.4% Bitcoin, 22.4% Ethereum, 17.7% in stablecoins and altcoins, 26.5%. As you can see, this is a rather risk-averse portfolio. A full 73% of my portfolio, Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins. Now, the altcoin bag obviously was bigger before, but we've seen with altcoins, they have dropped a lot harder and a lot faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're down, 40% from all-time highs. A lot of altcoins are down 90% from all-time highs. Not all altcoins, mind you, but quite a few of them. Now, my stablecoin bag, it has grown simply because other coins have dropped in price, but also I have been continually adding to my stablecoin bag. So my stablecoins function for a few different things within my portfolio. 1, reducing volatility. 2, constant income. So I continually am making income from, lending my stablecoins in Celsius, putting my stablecoins into Convex Finance or other platforms in order to earn returns. And 3, of course, I have stablecoins that allow me to continually dollar cost average in, which is exactly what I've been doing with Bitcoin anyway. I have been buying a little bit of Ethereum recently too, and the occasional altcoin during this market time. But I think altcoins right now, not looking to add huge amounts of any altcoins at this particular time. There will be time for that later on. Playing it safe at the moment with the current market conditions, keeping that stablecoin bag nice and fat, although I am using it to just add in bits of Bitcoin. Now with my Bitcoin, what am I doing with my Bitcoin? Well, I had been lending quite a bit of my Bitcoin in DeFi as well as on centralized lenders. However, with this bearish trend in the market, we've seen rates coming back down quite a bit for Bitcoin lending and Bitcoin in DeFi. And once the rate gets to like 1%, it's just not worth the risk for me anymore. So I've moved a lot of my Bitcoin back into cold storage. Obviously, still a little bit of it is still, earning interest with centralized lenders. I will take it where I can get it, because if you have a little bit of Bitcoin in their platforms, you can get a decent rate on that small amount of Bitcoin. But once you start to put any large size Bitcoin into these places, your rates drop off pretty significantly. So not worth the risk for me there. Ethereum, still lots of great places to get good rates on Ethereum. I'm doing wire and finance as well as some lending over on Celsius for my Ethereum. Also been considering getting into some staked Ethereum again, because the rate on Celsius has fallen below what you currently get over on Celsius. So I might do that soon. But continuing to earn with the vast majority of my Ethereum, earning more Ethereum, which is obviously a good thing. Now, the fact that I hold lots of Bitcoin, lots of Ethereum, and a big chunk of stablecoins is no news to you. I know a lot of you are interested, well, Lark, what is in your altcoin bag? I'm going to be diving into that exact topic. You can see here, though, very heavy weighting of my altcoin bag towards other blockchains. Those have been some of the most consistently high returning plays in the market. I still have a lot of money in alternate blockchains. Also, you can see almost 12% of my portfolio altcoin wise, right? That 25% of my total portfolio, 12% of that in DeFi, 11% in Metaverse, 4% in NFT coins, and 6% into gaming coins. Now let's dig down a little bit deeper into each of these individual topics. And just before we do that, I just want to say, I know right now only about a quarter of my portfolio is into, 20 different altcoins or whatever. Those altcoins, when the market reverses, are going to be where all the gains are had at. The reason I've got such big stacks of Bitcoin and Ethereum and stablecoins right now is thanks to altcoins and being able to take profits on altcoins when the market was pumping. Even though they are dramatically underperforming versus Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, they've dumped much harder. When the market pumps again, they will also pump much harder. Think about this. For Bitcoin to get a 10x in the coming bull cycle, whenever that may be, that's a big move for Bitcoin. But for an altcoin to get 10x, that can happen real quick. For an altcoin to get 50, 100x, again, that can happen rather quickly in the cryptocurrency space. So based on that, I will continue taking an interest in altcoins, farming altcoins. And look, I just want to mention here as well that what I'm about to show you doesn't include every little thing. This is only coins that I hold, which consist of more than 0.1% of my portfolio. It doesn't include unlocked coins yet. For example, I'm currently farming Illuvium, and I've just finished farming Merit Circle. But for both of those coins, the coins are on like a 1-year lockup. So I'm not going to be getting my hands on those coins anytime soon, even though I have farmed a truckload of both of those. I don't have them yet, so I'm not really counting them as being part of my portfolio. There's also some different pre-sale coins that I have partaken in, which I have not received the coins of yet, or which, I might not have received my next allocation of, and maybe I sold the first one, so those are also not counted here. But these are ones that I'm currently holding in my portfolio. Okay, so with all that being said, let's talk about the blockchains. Polygon, 33%, almost 34%. Elrond, 24%. Binance, 12.5%. Polkadot, 12.5%. Luna, 12%. Moonbeam, 3.9%. Moonriver, 1%. Now for the Polygon, here under my head, as you can see, 33.9%. I've been a big Matic bull for a very long time. Matic has made me truckloads of money. Absolutely love it. The crazy thing about this big bag of Polygon that I have left is that I've already taken profits on it multiple times, extracted truckloads of BTC out, truckloads of stablecoins out. Now, of course, I am making great money off of Polygon staking, or actually technically lending it, but still earning some nice returns on the Polygon from that. So I think this coin will go up to $10 during a future bullish scenario. If it goes to zero, say la vie, because I've already pulled my capital and a truckload of profits out, but I am still bullish on Polygon. Elrond is one that obviously we've talked about a lot here on the channel. I still think Elrond is, an undervalued competitor compared to some of the other big blockchains. Big future ahead of it. Binance coin, the money of the Binance Smart Chain, as well as, of course, a very valuable asset on the Binance exchange, giving you access to regular launch pools and launch pads, which in of themselves have just made so much money just by holding BNB. It's been crazy. Polkadot, I've got all of my Polkadot actually bonded for 2 years. So I backed a bunch of different parachain auctions, Moonbeam, Akala, Parallel Finance, Efinity, a little bit of money into a couple of the other ones. So those are all just locked away, not going to be seeing them for a long time. Just chilling on my Polkadot. Luna's been very, very bullish recently. And the crazy thing is recently I reduced my position in Luna by half. Now I exited for 10x profits at around $70. But then it just pumped up to $100. Man, come on, Luna, what are you doing, dude? Anyway, I wanted to have some more cash in my portfolio during these uncertain market times, so I wanted to reduce my position in Luna a little bit, but it's still a significant altcoin position that I do hold, and I think it is a bullish asset moving forward. Moonbeam, we've talked a lot about Moonbeam here on the channel. It's only around 4% of my block chain holdings, right? So total percentage of my overall portfolio, it's like 2% of my entire crypto portfolio, something like that. Very bullish on Moonbeam. I'm staking my coins currently. I think it's got a very interesting and exciting future ahead of it, which is why I am holding my coins, staking my coins, and patiently waiting for the moon to come. Moon River, it's the Kusama version of Moonbeam. Taking a huge loss on this one, bought it high, still holding it, staking it. I hope we see a nice market reversal for that and that all the business doesn't just go over to Moonbeam. Obviously, very early still for Moon River, but deeply underwater bag on that one. Now let's talk about the DeFi stuff. So as you can see here, got a few different coins. Injective, now this is a really cool decentralized finance platform, we should say. It started off as just being a place to do trading, but they've got a whole bunch of different stuff going on over on Injective. The number of trades keeps going up, the amount of users, all that stuff. I've taken profits on Injective a few times, got my initial capital back out, taken a little bit of profits on it, but still holding a pretty big bag of this. I think it continues to have great potential for the future. Toke Mac is an interesting one as well. I've been farming this one for quite a while. Very interesting DeFi Lego coin, so we'll see how that turns out in the long run. Curve Finance. Curve and Convex Finance, they're such major players in the Ethereum DeFi space. Curve Finance in particular, which is a stable swapping protocol, so allows you to take, for example, to go from USDC stablecoins to USDT stablecoins with very, very little slippage, as well as from different wrapped Bitcoin assets, wrapped Ethereum assets, etc., etc. So I've been staking this one on their platform. The staking rewards are really good. So kind of chilling on that position at the moment. Trader Joe, you guys know I've been talking a lot about Trader Joe recently. I'm a big fan of Trader Joe. In fact, I've been continually increasing my position on Trader Joe, especially with the USDC rewards paid out to Joe token holders. It becomes a very interesting and potentially very lucrative, especially as the market starts to pick up again, coin to be holding onto. Next up is Bridge Mutual at around 9% of my total DeFi, right? My DeFi coins here, which are only a fractional, a few percent of my total portfolio. Bridge Mutual is an insurance play. It's been pretty brutal. Not gonna lie, I actually doubled my position around 22 cents or something like that, which is now down over 50%. Ouchies. That hasn't been giving me the adoption I'd like to see. Might end up selling that at some point in the not so distant future for a loss unless we see the situation changing around, but yeah, still holding a decent bag of Bridge. VPAD is a launch pad launched by Crypto and backed by a bunch of influencers. I think this is one got interesting potential. We've seen launch pads do quite well in the past. Things like DAOmaker and PokeStarter did provide big returns for token stakers, token holders. Access to the launch pads, obviously, are basically like a money printing machine because launch pads, even in the current market conditions, continue to perform. Next up, let's talk about my gaming coins. We can see here again Sokishi. This is one we talked about a couple times here on the channel. We featured recently in the newsletter as well. Very interesting game. If they get it right, if it takes off, I think it could be a really, really big one. The market performance of this has been absolutely incredible so far. It's around 30% of my total gaming coin allocation. Aurori is a JRPG over on the Solana network. Also, I like it. I like the art. I like the gameplay, how it looks. Wonder Hero, this is a BSC-based JRPG as well. My Neighbor Alice, this is a coin we've talked about a lot on the channel. Their game's actually finally coming up for public release soon, so that's pretty exciting to see that finally happen. So it's just hodling on a little stack of Alice coins there. Decimated is a really cool kind of sci-fi shooter game. Been absolutely decimated in price as well since it came out into the market. Basically, it came out in bearish market conditions and it's been surviving in bearish market conditions. Same situation for Monkey League, another Solana-based game. So you have to realize with these lower market cap games, the upside potential is so big. And of course, the downside potential, well, it's only of what you put in, right? So if you put in $10,000 or $1,000 into one of these low cap gaming coins like Decimated or Monkey League or Wonder Hero, something like this, the upside potential, really big, but you run the risk that these games may simply not get users and stuff like that. So these are really more of those asymmetric bets. I'm still very bullish on the gaming space, and there's a few guild coins, for example, that I've invested in. A couple of them I do have right now, but they fall under that 0.1% threshold. The market has not been super kind to some of those, so I am holding a few guild coins like Avocado Guild, for example. But yeah, we will see how the market treats those guild coins on the next big gaming hype cycle, which will come again. It always does. Next up, let's talk about Metaverse. We got 2 more sections to go, Metaverse and then NFT coins. So Metaverse, obviously something I have been bullish on for a while. Everybody is now bullish on Metaverse ever since Facebook decided to rebrand from Facebook to Meta. Well, it's brought a lot of interest and a lot of new eyes into the Metaverse space. Wilder World, 50% of my Metaverse allocation. I remain very bullish on this coin. We've been talking about this coin on the channel since it was like 20 cents. It's gone absolutely crazy. Even the current price is still well above where we talked about it originally. So it's been doing very well performance-wise. I think it's built a good community, building a lot of buzz around the upcoming releases. Hollow Ride is crazy, man. We've talked about Hollow Ride a few times. I just featured it in my cheap coins to watch video last week. Working with Audi, basically augmented reality in your car. Pretty crazy stuff. High Street, another interesting potential Metaverse play. Market has not been super kind to it, but they're still there. They're still building. They're still doing stuff. They're still working on building out their Metaverse vision. So we'll obviously see how that all turns out. Holding those coins, staking, doing liquidity provision actually for High Street, along with Wilder World. And actually, just a quick note, most of these coins that I'm talking about, if they can be staked, I'm staking them. And in some cases, I'm also doing liquidity provision, like with Wilder World and High Street. I'm actually doing liquidity provision to get even bigger rewards coming back to me. Terra Virtua, another one that we talked about really early here on the channel when it was, I don't know, a few cents, and it went absolutely crazy. I think at the height from the time we talked about it to, like the Binance listing, it was like 50x or something like that. So it went absolutely nuts. And I've taken profits on it multiple times throughout that journey, but I'm still holding a moon bag of my Terra Virtua. I think it will trend potentially once we get the Metaverse hype taking off again. And finally, NFT infrastructure coins. Efinity, Epic, and Looks Rare. Now, NFT infrastructure coins, the market's been variably kind and unkind to different plays depending on what the coins are. Efinity is one that I think has an incredible amount of potential. It's built by the Engine team. It's their basically play for the Polkadot universe, the parachain. It's I think live now. The parachain's live now, and basically the idea is huge scalability for NFTs on the Polkadot network. So this is one that I'm holding on to for right now. I think Infinity's got a potentially very exciting future as we see Polkadot take off, as we see the backing from Engine, of course. Epic has had a pretty tough time in the market, but I still think has some interesting potential. Looks Rare, also been decimated in the market, but paying out rewards in Ethereum, which so far has been pretty lucrative. We'll see how that actually plays out over time. Obviously, might not be such a great hold in the long run if they fail to bring in a lot of users. OpenSea, competing with them is a pretty big challenge, so we shall see, of course, how they end up doing. Anyway, that is my portfolio. Those are the coins that I am holding. What do you think about my portfolio? Is there any coin that I'm holding and you're just like, Lark, what do you think? And that's dumb, dude. Stop holding this. Or you got way too much of this coin, not enough of this coin. Or is there a coin that I'm not even holding at all that you're just like, idiot, what are you doing? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.